Hey everybody, this is Warren from MMXWNOS Market, and this is the video on the magpie, the ostrich, the dodo, and the eagles. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so why am I talking about birds? Birds these are the type of businesses that are out there right now. I speak to many businesses. I speak to businesses of telecommunications, mechanics, restaurants, electronic stores, railway stations, property people, car rentals, car dealerships, myriad, which means a lot of different types. Yeah, and what I find is they fit into many of these, and this is where I funnel them into. So if you're a dodo, I won't talk to you no more. If you're a magpie, then I'm gonna keep saying hi, you need to check this out, because they can grow and they can have something to show in over 10 years. You get what I mean? And then you got ostriches. They've got a lot of money. The guy's got a Lamborghini at the front, but he's not even claimed his Google listing. Then you've got this other guy right here, which is the eagles. Eagles fly high. We're gonna go into it. So we've got the magpie. Magpies by nature, take, try, discard what doesn't work, keep what does work. Beautiful bird. See them everywhere. This is the guy that I tried and always give value to. If you see me and I keep emailing you, contacting you, checking on you, following up with you, it's because I've seen in you that you are a magpie and you have what it takes and you could take it to the next step, right? Because everyone's busy with their business, and fortunately magpies might not see, so I gotta put it in the magpie's face and show them. Yeah, so that's what I said. They mimic and keep what's successful, and they normally win. So you got ostriches. Ostriches are normally the guys with the fast car out front. Yeah, and unfortunately, and sometimes fortunately, they're very fast runners, and they see the storm coming, or they don't see the storm coming. However, they can't just run away from the storm. They have to either adapt to try something new, go into the enclosure, or just try and run away. But most of the time you can't run away. It doesn't matter if you're running 45 miles an hour, 75 kilometers an hour, you might not get away, man. And with these ostriches is that I find is that a lot of them have this: we're doing well, we're making over 100 grand a year, we're making 100 grand a month sometimes, and yeah, they use online newspaper ads, and they're very what's the word, proud of themselves that they've got that word of mouth dynamic working in their favor. However, things can change within the drop of a hat, within the twinkling of an eye. Things change, man, real quick. And yeah, they're making at least $1 million a year. Yeah, ostriches, fast, big birds, can't miss them. Dodos. So what's a dodo? So if you've got at the top here, eagles are at the top of the totem pole. Then you've got magpie second. Yeah. Then you've got these dodo ostriches. Then you've got the dodo. So going back now, so with the dodo is these guys. So this is the dodo. Comet is a dodo. Blockbuster's dodo. Phones for You is a dodo. Borders is a dodo. Woolworths is a dodo. With over 800 stores in 2008, 27,000 people lost their jobs. Threshers, Dodo, JJB, Sports, all these. This page is courtesy of BBC Newsbeat article, shops that have vanished in your lifetime. Comet, remember this? Where's Comet now? MFI. And why these businesses fell? Yeah, they had 1,400 people lost their jobs. Phones for You. Reason why all these businesses had failed is because a lot of these businesses have stuff buying from China. Even these, I'm not blaming anything on China. What I'm trying to say is Polaroid, all of these. If you look at anything that you've got, where is it made, right? Okay, so if you look at anything that you've got, where is it made? It's made in China. What happened in 2010 is China allowed all of their factory resources that's made in factories, that has been purchased by businesses such as Comet, that they were selling only to a discounted price for buying in bulk and storing in their factories and in their warehouses. They were actually allowing anyone that had the money to buy directly from them. What this did is destabilize a lot of things. One thing it did, it allowed the rise of e-commerce, where people could create things such as Shopify accounts and ClickFunnels and businesses online and other things like digital nomads, where they could just buy things online, put it on eBay, put it on Amazon, and then sell it for a cheaper price, underselling the big businesses that had property, had the warehouses storing this stuff. You could just buy it straight from there, sell it straight to the person without even seeing the item. This created a dodo's dilemma. Also online, so you could advertise online with Google, Facebook, and all the rest of them that you're probably well aware of by now. I hope you are. But Blockbuster wasn't aware, so who took advantage? Netflix did. Nobody wants to go to a store and buy a DVD or a video cassette if they can just buy it directly from the internet, which is what Netflix did. Should have seen that with LimeWire and the rest of the downloads, but they didn't see it, because there wasn't someone like me or telling them what was happening. So these hostages were running really fast, and then they slowed down, and they felt that they didn't have anything to fear because they already had all this money underneath them. But however, by nature, the dodo became extinct because the dodo had no fear of man, and the dodo would just stand there and look, and his executor would just take his life so that he could live. I'm a vegan. Alright, so next we've got the eagles. The eagle was the fly higher. The eagle was the person that took the business of online seriously and managed to generate over 250,000 a month on Amazon, eBay, online, Shopify, Wish, Google, Facebook, Shopify, ClickFunnels, online software businesses that help people to use their Shopify, ClickFunnels, and other websites online. Digital nomads, vloggers, influencers, personal brand, real estate people, all are eagles. Fly high, high, high. They fly above the storms, they fly through it. They are the most powerful birds on the planet. Why? Because they see. They have the best eyes. They can see and they use the things that are around them the best. And you can see that right now. Who doesn't want to have $1 million a month coming in residually while being able to travel with little to no responsibility? Most businesses have take L'Oreal for example. They created a business, L'Oreal, in the 50s. It took them over 40 years to make 50 billion. Kylie Jenner comes out and she creates her own makeup brand with a Shopify store, buys some Alibaba makeup, puts her own brand on it, and she sells it. She sells in 36 months over 400 billion. Yeah, so it's real, people. It's real. So she has no people taking care of her business in respect of, she doesn't have a corporate structure, CFO, CEO, a managers, managing directors, board, partners, all of this. No, it's just straight up put it online or below, download and copy the import ID onto the store, make it pretty, put a picture on it, put a face on it, put a brand from Fiverr. All in all, probably cost her £300 to make, and it's done. And these are what the eagles are doing right now. And while people here in towns, you see them in all towns. I've been everywhere in the UK, yeah, and I've seen in towns people in markets still selling things, and it's like, mate, get a store online, Shopify, eBay, get a store online, get Warren's course. Well, here we go. So here it is. I'm showing you now how it is, what's happening. So now we've got this one here, which is the newspaper ad. So yeah, going into this one now. So this is the newspaper ad. So check this out. Can you find me the van hire? Yeah, Dallas is van hire. Can you find me the, I'm trying to see now, stair lifts? I'll give you 10 seconds. Can you find me the motor for mobile mechanics? Okay, moving on. Okay, can you find me the business awards? Can you find me the man in a van? And can you find me the skips, pause the videos? Can you find me also the Zodiac? Can you find me these things on here? Now, if your business is on here and you're paying £225, and apparently on their website it states that over 250,000 people will see this per issue of newspaper. Sorry. So take that into account of how much they're actually paying them for what you're getting. So this is also as well 425. This costs 425 people, and yeah. And this one and this one. Just want to show you, it's like if you've got a furniture ad on TV, do you ever pay attention to it? I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's good, I'm just saying I've got a better option, that's all. There we go. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's good, I'm just saying it's got a better option. Take this with fresh eyes, yeah? Alright, so we've got this one here. This is Red Bulls. So 84% of the planet has a smartphone. On the train, on the bus, in your car, at home, on the couch, in your living room, in the kitchen cooking, in the gym training, cleaning the house, taking the kids to school, taking the kids from school, on the plane trip, on the train trip, everywhere. And how many times you go on Facebook? Ask your girlfriend how many times you go on Facebook. Ask your boyfriend, ask your husband, ask your wife, ask your kids, ask people, you know, how many times you go on Facebook, how many times you go on Twitter, how many times you go on your social media, how many times you go on your phone, how many times do you read a newspaper, how many times do you look at magazines? I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's good, I'm just saying it's a better solution so we don't end up here. Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's good. Okay, so you're driving down the motorway 70 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, fuck it, 30 miles an hour. Now, I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's bad, but if I need to take down that phone number on that screen, it's going to be pretty difficult, especially if the music's playing and my voice, to text the voice might not work. I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying, yeah, I'm just saying. Alright, so mobile advertising, okay, you can track it, you got reports, you got text that you can, and video content that you can make custom made. If people are visiting your site at least 1,000 a month, we can create a pixel that retracts those kinds of people on all platforms. So I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's good, I'm just saying this is a very good solution. Alright, so your ad here, we've been able to place ads since the 3GS on there, and yeah, that's it. So alright, so going into the next one. So this is traditionally used newspapers, traditionally used by ostriches. Magpies are now flying away from it, and you got dodos, which have you know, they're holding on. No, they're not here anymore with us, rest in peace. Then you've got ostriches that are running with this, and maybe they're still getting something. Hopefully you still are. I hope you stay alive, man, so you can become a magpie one day. I really do, I really do. And then you got TV ads, which is mainly used by, you know, strong ostriches and magpies, and you pay at least 5,000 a month. Now that's okay, so you're paying at least 5,000 in total or general. I'm not sure, that I know last time I checked it was at least 5,000. It was about 10,000, but we're gonna go conservatively with 5,000. Nice safe number. One of the most popular forms of communications. Everybody had a TV in their home. It was by law in one point in the 60s and, you know, the 50s. And but however, internet has superseded it, and I'll show you why. Because of this, in the 2000s, particularly in the 2010, 11, 12, TV's got a bad rep. You know, everyone's talking about Illuminati, conspiracy theories, and TV's got a bad rep, man. And unfortunately, people don't trust TVs anymore. I mean, it's people rather just stick to phones, tablets and PCs, and that's what I prefer personally. So all in all, in conclusion, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, check out also MMXWNOS marketing. We've got a click funnel that we set up, You can see what we can do for you. We've got our website down in the link in the description. Type in your add your business details, and we'll get in contact with you. I've got a few on my picture. I've got some results that I've been getting for businesses. I've got a testimonial there, and you can see how we've been helping people and what we've been doing. However, if you're just going to be an ostrich, then by all means be an ostrich. That is okay too. However, it's not me being an ostrich. I'd rather be an eagle and fly high and be able to catch the trends while they're coming, instead of becoming something like Blocks or Spotbuster. Let me tell you the story about Blockbuster. Do you want to hear it? Would you like to know more? So I'm not going to tell you the story about Blockbuster because you should already know. Blockbuster didn't change. Netflix came and took over the game. However, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to prepare you. Make your next move your best move. MMXW Market Warren signing out. Oh.